Howdy, 5th grade. So yesterday we had part 1 of our first lesson in chapter 16 about new territories. We learned that the United States, through the Spanish-American War, were able to gain control of places like Puerto Rico, the Philippines, and the leader in that effort, or one of the leaders, was Theodore Roosevelt. He was a soldier in that war, part of the Rough Riders. After the war, he actually becomes president. So America kind of shows their power by being successful in the Spanish-American War, by gaining new territories, by buying places like Alaska, and gaining control of places like Hawaii as well, and making Hawaii a state. Now we have Teddy Roosevelt being president, and he wants to show America's power in another way. And that's going to be through the building of the Panama Canal. All right, so we have the second part of this lesson talking about new territories, and today we're focusing all on something that now many would consider to be a wonder of the world. Here are a few of the different wonders of the world that we know of. We have the Great Wall of China. The Roman Colosseum, Leaning Tower of Pisa, and the Panama Canal is quite a wonder of the world. And we will learn all about that today. So our objective for today is just to describe the construction of the Panama Canal. So Theodore Roosevelt, he becomes president after that war, and he wants to build a canal to speed up travel between Atlantic and Pacific. Here is the Panama Canal here. You can see it borders Colombia to the south, Costa Rica to the north, and the Isthmus of Panama, which would be the narrowest point right in here, that's where the canal wanted to be built. So they actually had to destroy millions of tons of earth, blowing it up with dynamite and hauling it off on trains, as you can see in the background picture here, in order to get this canal built. So there's isthmus. Isthmus is a narrow strip of land that links two larger pieces of land. So this would be the isthmus here as your vocabulary word. Roosevelt helped Panama get its independence from Colombia, which used to control it. After that, the French started to build the canal. However, they were not able to complete it. So Panama agreed to let the U.S. continue building the canal, and we were able to finish it as a country. You can see in this picture here why the Panama Canal would be so valuable to build. It was mostly for trade. When you load things on ships, you can put a lot more on ships than you can on like wagons or different things like that. You can move a lot of cargo very quickly. And so if you wanted to send something from New York to San Francisco, you would have to sail all the way around the southern part of South America, which is 13,000 miles. After the canal was built, that saved your trip, cut it by more than half to only 5,200 miles instead. Saves a lot of money, a lot of time. You can move things a lot more quickly that way. All right, and here's a summary. So by the early 1900s, you have Alaska and Hawaii that become part of the United States. Victory in the Spanish-American War gives us the colonies, Guam, Puerto Rico, and the Philippines. And then President Roosevelt had the Panama Canal built as a trade route. Closing question here for you to think about. List the states and territories the U.S. acquired in the late 19th century. All right, 5th grade, that's all I have for you today. There are a few other short videos on the Panama Canal that I would like for you to view, so make sure you find those on Edpuzzle and you watch them. Maybe a few questions to complete about those as well. Have an awesome day.